I found online this push archery pocket quiver. Um, this thing's a cat's ass. So the arrow's going nice and smooth. The magnet on here is stronger than hell. When I first got it, I actually thought maybe I was putting it on wrong or seeing it done wrong. And I was trying to loop my belt through here and shit. And I'm like, man, I thought this thing was supposed to slide in your pocket, until I just absolutely reamed on it and realized that I wasn't going to break anything, that it was just a magnet. On top of that, it comes with a couple little clasps for the back here, some little button clasps to go around the belt, I'm assuming, or maybe like on a pack or something. It's got some of those little mat loops on the front. I think that's what they're called. I said it in the other video, and I can't remember what the hell they are. But hook some more accessories on there. The big pocket is for rangefinder, release, whatever you figure on putting on there. I'll probably just keep my release in there. And then there's a little pocket in the front here. If I have my bino harness on me or something, maybe I'll just shove some cloth in there or whatever to wipe my binos off with. I don't know. And there's a little loop right here too. I don't know if you could really use that for much, maybe besides just holding your arrows, which I bet you that's what that's for. Now that I'm saying that, I bet you if you're going to hunt with this, because the push guys, they're a bunch of trad guys, and that's what I used to do. That's how I'm familiar with them. I don't really shoot traditional anymore. Maybe again I will someday, but I did it for about 10 years, and now I'm back doing the compound thing. But yeah, if you're out hunting with it, you could put that baby on and shove some arrows right through there, and then they're not going to go nowhere whatsoever. Arrows go right down in there, and they kind of just stay right with that magnet that's on the pack. They don't go anywhere. So I like this thing a lot, and through shooting it a little bit, I have found out that I like to use in my front pocket, because that's usually, if I go out in the yard and I'm just shooting arrows, that's usually what I end up doing, is just cupping all my field tips and my knuckles and just dropping them down in my pant. But they do fall out. I hit them on shit, whatever, knock them with my elbow, that type of thing. This eliminates all that, keeps everything together. Like I said, I can keep my release right in there, or I can keep my release right on the D-loop on my bow. So, I don't know. I'm going to shoot it some more and figure out exactly what I'll use all the pockets for. But for now, I'm mainly concerned with how well it's holding my arrows. So, I have 4 of these bad boys that we're going to shoot. These are Hunter XT 400s. I was shooting 500s. My bow weight's at 60 pounds. My draw weight, sorry. I did have it set at 25 inches, and no matter what I did, that Spot Hog sight, I've gone through 3 calibration tapes now. I had to order more off Amazon, and I could get it dead nuts at 20, dead nuts at 60. I'd be shooting, I'd be touching at 20 and be within 3-inch groups at 60, which is perfectly fine with me. I'm not going to complain about that whatsoever. But in between, there was this thing where, like, right around 40 to 50 yards, it just wasn't matching up whatsoever on the tape when I put the regular yardage tape on there. So then what the hell did I do? That's when I was shooting the 4 fletchings. And then I think once I went to the 3 fletchings, and everything I have has a left helical to it, or an offset. It's not really much of a helical, but it does help with those longer shots for sure. It's a noticeable difference. But anyways, so I ended up going to the 3 fletchings, and then once I tried going past 70, or 60, obviously I'm never going to hunt at those ranges, not that I know of. But it's fun to go out and target shoot, at those ranges. And I'd like to be able to get out to that 70, 80, 90, 100 yard mark and be able to go to some different tack shoots. So, anyways, I got my release in here, and what's nice too is that magnet, the release obviously has a shit ton of metal parts in it, so that magnet holds that release right in there. I don't even have to zip up the pocket, and it will not fling out of there. It just stays right in there. Arrows pretty much do the same thing. If you cram this thing full, obviously the magnet's, it's that big. It's that big. So if you cram it full, there's going to be some arrows that aren't going to be as magnetized as much as others. So you flop this thing around completely upside down, they're going to come out on you. But as long as you keep it like this, I mean, even at a little bit of an angle like that, they don't fucking go anywhere. They stay right there. The most I've had in here so far is 6 arrows. We're going to go ahead and take a couple shots, and then we will load, unload, reload, whatever, the quiver, so you guys can see just how smooth they actually go in there, which I think you guys probably just saw. But this is actually the arrow that I killed my PA buck with this year. Still a little bit of blood on that bitch. Oh yeah. But I can't say the same for New York. I got skunked. Seen some good ones, but nothing I could get a poke at. Anyways, I'm not going to ramble on this video. We'll just concentrate on the quiver instead of going off on a tangent on some bullshit. So another thing I did is when I backed this up to 27, because my draw length is goofy in the way I draw. I mean, I've shot so many different draw lengths to try to get into flagship bows that I've kind of gotten used to drawing all sorts of ways. I just got to get used to each draw length and poundage as I change them. Doesn't take me too long, but right now this is probably the 3rd time I've shot at 27 with this bow. With my Hoyt Spider, I was at 27. But this was at 90% for the let off, and it was way too squishy. So I backed it down to 80. And at 80, it was a little bit too frisky. It was kind of popping around on me a little bit. I didn't like that. So 85 was the money. 85, it comes back nice and solid. Rock hard, like I just ate a Blue Chew. And now it's ready to shoot. All right, let me go grab. And again, did I say how much I'm just loving this mule stabilizer? This thing is just the freaking cat's ass behind. Let's see here. Grab these bad boys out of there. Okay, here we go. Just do all 4 of them. On my pocket right there. Boom. Push them down in. Bam. Ready to rock. Look at that. I can dance around, twerk, do whatever I want, shake my ass as much as anybody asks me to, and it ain't gonna go nowhere. So we're gonna do a couple more shots here. Come on, you. Ooh, man. That target has seen better days, and I really haven't even shot it that much. Don't go to Runnings and buy a Runnings brand target of any sort, because this bag target here is supposed to be meant for crossbows and compound bows, and I've put I probably put a couple hundred arrows in the center, and she's blown right out like a back alley whore. Let's see here. Let's aim for something else. Go for the Yep. So, anyways, I would go check out one of these buggers here. I don't remember exactly how much it was. I know it was a little bit on the pricier side, but in my opinion, it's worth every penny. Everything's double stitched for the most part, except this little front pocket. That's just got one stitch across there, but I mean, what are you really going to put in there that's anything significant? Probably nothing. And it comes with a really cool sticker. I'll try to find it for you. Oh, that's nice. Smack the shit out of my fucking bow. Now I have an excuse to buy a new one. I guess I'm gonna have to. Look at that bad boy. That'll get slapped around the old toolbox there. The quiver, awesome. All right, go check it out. The Push Archery. You already know their YouTube channel. Other than that, go to the website. I got a bunch of cool merch and shit on there. I gotta get on there and order some more stuff. Bow Disciples. They got all sorts of cool shit. Working Class Bow Hunter. They got all sorts of cool stuff. So I got to get on and give them a little more support. Podium Archery, same thing. That fucking dude has it all. If you want to start working on your own bows, he's got everything you need to get your own shop just up and running, and then you don't got to worry about taking it to a nobody. Because around here where I live, we are running low on bow technicians. I mean, there's the closest shop to me is pretty much half hour, 40 minutes away, and they're really the only place that knows what they're doing. Everywhere else just kind of hires any monkey off the street to do the job, and then you get home and use your bow, and it's all over the place. That's why I try to do the majority of my shit myself, even though I don't have everything I used to have. But next on the list, the bow press. It'll probably be from Podium Archery because they seem to have the best prices. All right, see ya.